I can't see it yet. Okay, do that. Oh, there you go. There's another third. Niners got moved to the 1 o'clock game. Set it in there. All right. It's gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode. It's episode 99 of the All Pro JAFFO. It is Tuesday, November 30th that we are recording this. So you're listening on Spotify. You'll be hearing it on Wednesday tomorrow. I'm your host JP. Alongside me, as always, the best DJ in the entire world, Mr. DJ Bad Sticks.
What's up?
And this 6'10" beast from the southeast, Mr. Country K.
Meet you all my people.
He's a little distant. Can't really see. He's behind the crying Zeke. It is Tuesday again. So quite a bit already has kind of happened. Monday Night Football happened yesterday, and Seahawks they suck. Wilson had a pretty bad game, but again, it's coming up to a point where they're about to face the Niners pretty soon, and these two are pretty much very well aware of the track record Wilson has against us. And wouldn't it be an ode to the football gods if somehow, some way, the Seahawks find their groove back when they play us, which, with our luck, is something that is completely possible. But they are where they are, and we are where we are. We're at the 6th spot in the wild card right now, but again, that could all change. I'm trying to be as pessimistic about this as possible, not trying to get my hopes up. But the only thing that is kind of getting my hopes up right now, seeing if we can maybe get some good draft capital out of it. There are teams, according to NFL.com right now, that people are saying that the Niners should be trading Jimmy G to at the end of the season. That there is those rumors and speculations going around that Jimmy and the 49ers are going to be parting ways at the end of this season. Me and Kay have been advocates. They should have done that a long time ago. But, I mean, I guess if they're making a playoff push right now, why change with what you have? So, I mean, it is what it is. They're going with Jimmy for right now, but at the end of the year,
It's not Jimmy G that's making that push for the playoffs. It's Debo. So y'all can go ahead and trade Jimmy G.
Yeah, again, we could probably be, if it's all Debo and it's all Eli Mitchell and no one else is doing any of the work, then yeah, just go ahead and trade the guy.
Debo playing quarterback when he come back.
Probably. But the three teams they have here that I'm looking at on NFL.com, potential landing spots of teams that have a need at quarterback, or at least according to them, they do. Pittsburgh Steelers is a team that pops up because more than likely this is Big Ben's last year. So Pittsburgh, it could possibly be a landing spot. The New Orleans Saints could possibly be a landing spot. Which would be nice for Kay because that would be almost like guaranteeing 2 wins on the season for him, being a Bucs fan. And the Carolina Panthers are another team that has popped up. People got off the Cam Newton train real quick after this last week. 5 for 21. Horrible game by any quarterback standards. I keep seeing the stat that pops up. If you were to literally throw the ball into the ground every single play, you would be able to get a quarterback rating of over just over 25. So the fact that he had a quarterback rating of 5, which I believe is the lowest quarterback rating any QB has ever had in at least the last 20 years. I mean, Kay made a good point. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. He made a good point that really the only people Cam Newton has to throw to is Christian McCaffrey, who we now know is done for the rest of the season with his ankle injury. So there's doubts on whether Carolina is even going to be keeping Christian McCaffrey around. There might be some speculation that he might be getting traded off for some draft capital at the end of the season. But he's only got DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson is kind of on and off, real inconsistent, and he's got no tight end. So, I mean, I guess
my thing is I don't factor in CMC into the equation. So he only has DJ Moore. Like, that's it. Like, that's the whole thing. Just saying that, you know what I mean? Just Cam had a bad game. It's like, I mean, that's shaping the argument one direction. That's why I said it's like, if you really look at it, who does he really have to throw to? It's like you can say all of this stuff about Cam and all that because he's a flamboyant player and all of that stuff. But at the same time, like, who does he really have? Like, you can say all of this stuff about the defense and all that, but that's cool. But offensively, he really doesn't have anybody. So that's what it is.
They can probably get him some help, and it might do some wonders for him. But I mean, right now, the league is a very "what have you done for me lately" thing. So obviously, Carolina is now in the conversation again for a need at quarterback. The Saints have been in a conversation, especially since Jameis Winston hasn't panned out. Injury-wise, he's been done for the season. So, I mean, maybe that's yet to be old for them. But, I mean, we kind of already know, at least here, in Country K's words, Jameis Winston needs to go play baseball and get out of football. But as far as Jimmy G landing spots, I mean, David Carr, Derek Carr's older brother, obviously, has put up these 3, Pittsburgh, Carolina, and Saints. I think he might be missing a few teams that could possibly be potentials for him to go to. Earlier in the year, we were talking about the New York Giants being a team that could be a landing spot. I'm thinking at this point right now, the Houston Texans can maybe a landing spot for him. Shit. Detroit. I mean, anything can happen to them. Let's see, who else can be a landing spot for them? Maybe not the Jets.
Who are you talking about?
About Jimmy, landing spot for Jimmy. Teams that could
No, I
possibly
don't
take the quarterback.
like what are you talking about? They have some of these teams you just say I don't get where you coming with these names because they already have people in place.
Who? So
You say the
Houston?
Jets. You say
No,
the
I
Jets
said not
first.
the Jets because they already have Wilson there and they're going to see what they're going to do with him. I was going to say the Jets, but I was like, maybe not. I was like, but Houston, I thought would be a team. Detroit, I thought would be a team.
They got Jared Goff.
What does that mean?
I'm trying to figure out.
At least give him some competition to make him a little bit better. No,
No, that don't make sense at
God.
all. That don't make sense. Why would you go after Jimmy G when you can use that capital to get other players? The thing is, people really don't understand. It's like you write Jared Goff off, but what has Matthew Stafford done right now that Jared Goff ain't done? Jared Goff took the Rams to the Super Bowl. They lost to Tom Brady. And the thing is, he ain't put up that much stats, but he did the best he could. And their defense really let them, you know what I'm saying? Like your defense really held it down until the end. They, kind of let Wes Welker do his thing, but it was just a bad day. But he still got them to a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so you just sit here saying
McVay helped out in that too.
Yeah, but just putting them on this team, the Detroit Lions right now wouldn't have made them no better. If Stafford would have been right there right now, he probably had the same record Jared Goff had. They just don't have a roster. So, I mean, making it seem like if you put Tom Brady in that situation, he'd probably be hurt already with the same record. like, come on. It's like they don't have a roster. So I wouldn't say they need a quarterback. Quarterback ain't going to change their fortunes. Like, they need everything else.
But what about Houston then?
Houston needs a rebuild like any other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. That's what I mean. It's like you bring in Jimmy G and then what? Like then what? Because you're gonna have to.
I'm thinking about it this way. This just popped into my head. I mean, as crazy as this could end up becoming, what if somehow, some way? I mean, again, we don't really have the draft capital to be able to do it. But what if we traded to Houston, Jimmy G, couple of picks to get Deshaun Watson from the Texans?
Deshaun Watson ain't playing no more, dude.
You don't think so? Ever? Like he done? Think so?
Not all this stuff that we ain't even heard about Deshaun Watson no more. It's like they just like forget him. You ain't heard nothing at his name. So you figure he's missed this year already. By the time they decide what they're gonna do, if he's gonna face charges, you looking at probably a whole nother season. That's 2 years.
Very true. Shit, very true.
Depending on if he found guilty, you looking at he probably done.
And then it goes back to the same thing I was saying before. A quarterback doesn't change the Niners' fortune. I don't know why people got in their head that they got a complete roster. The 49ers don't need a quarterback. Y'all need a whole bunch of other shit. Like, first off, you need a number 2 receiver.
They need 49 players. They need a whole new roster.
Y'all won't say that. Y'all need pieces. I guess. I mean, look as far as that got you. For sure. Like,
I mean, a number 2, I can agree with that. A good, legitimate number 2 could be obviously useful. A legitimate bell cow running back, I think, would be nice too.
Y'all keep depending your fortunes on players that people haven't seen before. They break out, and then the next season they don't do shit. Like, because people scout for them. You'll have a player that ain't nobody heard before, then they won't do shit else. That's what I mean. It's like like you need dependable people. Like if you're gonna draft something, you got to draft dependable pieces. Like most of y'all stuff need to go into scouting players that take care of themselves and have a good health regimen. Like that's the biggest thing for y'all because y'all lose players to injuries too fast because people not taking care of themselves. Like that's like the biggest thing. So I mean that's like I said, for the Niners, it's not just a quarterback. It's like y'all keep focusing on quarterback because it's like y'all believe all this other shit. It's like, bro, one receiver ain't gonna get y'all there. One receiver ain't get y'all there in the 90s. Y'all ain't only have Jerry. The catch wasn't Jerry Rice. You see what I'm saying? Like the catch wasn't Jerry Rice.
Clark.
So you know what I mean? Like you gotta realize
that's the formula for a good offensive. You have a good legitimate tight end with Clark back in those days. And then you had Taylor and Rice. Taylor was that legitimate number 2, and Rice is that legitimate number 1. And then you have a guy like Roger Craig who can basically do it all, receiving and running out of the backfield. That's a good formula to win. It also helps when you have a guy named Joe Montana. I think quarterback, a good number 2. Eli Mitchell could end up turning into that dual threat back, but not a bell cow type of like a Jonathan Taylor type of guy. He's not that. Defensive wise, at this point in time, we need defensive linemen who can stay healthy. Bosa's been doing pretty decent at staying healthy so far this year. He's got 11 sacks on the season, so he's not a horrible piece. We've got Fred Warner over there at linebacker. We could use a couple of pieces around him. Greenlaw's not bad, but Alshire, I don't know. I know Greenlaw's good. Warner's good. Alshire is hit or miss. DB's all across the board. We need help.
Who is Greenlaw?
Drake. No, you don't know Drake Greenlaw. Drake Greenlaw is that guy who made the game-saving tackle against the Seahawks to send us to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I have no idea who the fuck that was. I didn't know that happened.
Because you don't pay attention that much to this team.
Yeah, because like what to pay attention to? Like, oh man, I be trying to tell you like that, like dog, y'all gonna waste your opportunity going to get another quarterback. It's like this is.
Plus, I'm still not sold on at all on Trey Lance. So,
well, my thing is y'all gonna keep going out here for a quarterback. I think it's time to really like understand that the way y'all evaluate talent is terrible. I mean it needs to be said.
When you get guys like Debo and George Kittle and these kind of guys, that's like one or two out of how many picks that we've had. It's like,
man, that was in the beginning, and it was damn near a given. Those given picks. What have you done since then? You got Brandon Ayuk, inconsistent ass. He'll have one good game out of like 10. What else? That's what I mean. All them DBs, they got 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them suck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thing 1, 2, 3, and 4. All suck. All of them. So
when they did do that, I was like, really? I was like, you guys want 1, 2, 3? That's what y'all want with.
It's cool. Okay. Y'all did it. Y'all try to have some kind of camaraderie, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 get roasted. Y'all just
two is out. I think Tart, who's 3, is out. Yep, Tart has been out. Verrett has been out. Mosley's been okay.
And don't y'all got Josh Norman? Okay.
Yeah, we got Josh Norman. He's already old as shit and everything already.
Come on. The man ain't, first off, Josh Norman ain't old. He ain't old. He burnt out. There's a difference. He's still kind of young. Y'all about the same age, and he burnt out.
Josh Norman is not 29 years old. Josh Norman is like,
how long you think
he's got to be like 31, 32.
How long you think you've been in the league?
At least 10 years.
I highly doubt that.
Well, I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to look it up right now. Josh Norman. And then let's take a look. Let's see how many years Josh Norman has been in the league. Let's see.
Oh yeah,
He
you're right.
usually
10
has
years.
8. I'm gonna say he has been in the league 10 years, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so he's like 31.
He's 33.
I mean,
I didn't even know he was that
30,
old.
33-year-old DB. There's a reason why he's been bouncing around. He hasn't been really consistent all that much himself these last few years. Everybody's gonna remember the time he got friggin' tossed by Derrick Henry. You'll remember that.
Yeah, he's right on that.
But it's like you got 10 years in the league. 5, maybe 7 out of those 10 years were productive. His years in Carolina were productive, and his first 2 years with Washington were okay. And then the last 2 years with Washington, his only year in Buffalo, and then with us, he's already getting to a point right now that he's just going to be that guy. He's not anywhere near as fast as he used to be. He's not anywhere like he's just not. He's not the Georgian or Josh Norman of old. That's just not what he is anymore. He's a veteran guy who's supposed to be there for the young guys to teach the young guys.
Shit. I don't
But
know what
other
he
than
would
that,
possibly learn.
his play has been inconsistent. He had a decent game last game, but before that, nothing. Nothing. So it's just I know we need help with DB. Our linebacking core is
Trash.
is pretty decent. I mean, Fred Warner, dude, he's what you say
You
without
can't say one person
like
is just going to
yeah,
eclipse 3 positions.
I'm not going to say he's eclipsing 3 positions, but you're talking about a guy who's top 5 in his position.
All right, let me
You
ask
can't
you
say
this.
that this dude is trash.
33% is trash, fam. That's what you're saying right now. 3
What
backers, 1 out of 3, 33%. That's trash, fam.
I'm talking about right now just Fred Warner, but Greenlaw is also a guy who's good. I'm telling you, I've seen Greenlaw play. He's good. He is good. It's Alshire at that weak side linebacker right now. That is highly inconsistent.
Has Greenlaw been hurt?
He actually just got hurt this last game.
So he basically been there for over 10 games. So he was there this whole ride of this shitstorm. I don't see how good he is.
Let me see. Let me go look at the stats right now and how he's been this year.
They should be stopping people from scoring. It's a part of the defense.
Yeah, but when your DBs can't stop any freaking receiver, that's kind of difficult to do.
Hey man, I hear you, but the Bucs still winning.
You guys have DBs though.
They all hurt. All our DBs hurt. We had reserves hurt. So that's why I hope we want to hear the tears of Niners. I promise you. We have had put all of the heat on Tom Brady's back.
I'm gonna look at Dre Greenlaw stats real quick. He had a pick 6 the game ago too, or 2 games ago. Oof. Hold on, this must not be updated.
Must got like 10 tackles.
It's updated.
Worse.
It's updated like a motherfucker. Boy got shit for the pick.
It has not. There's no way throughout the entire year he's only had 4 tackles. There's no way.
Wow.
There's
Hey,
no way.
the man's dope. He's nice. He
That
nice.
was not updated.
He nice. How the NFL ain't keeping their stats updated? Come on, man.
Oh, wait. Okay. No,
Debo
he's only
stats.
played 2. Hold on. He's only played 2 games this entire season. He's got 1 pick 6, and he's got 5 tackles, but he's been hurt most of the year. That's what I'm looking at right here. Said he's
So
only played 2
he
games
ain't even
himself this
noticed
whole
my
season.
man. You ain't even
And
noticed my man was gone.
in one of those games, he had a pick 6.
So you ain't even noticed my man was gone. So how am I supposed to notice your man on your team? I'm supposed to notice the man on your team.
I'm trying to make a case for him because last year and the year before that, he's been doing great. It's just this year he hasn't been on the field.
Hey, how you gonna give me that argument? You got to update your resume. Yo, it came back to bite your ass like a cobra.
So this year too, he's only played 2 games, but so far in his whole career, he's got 31 games. So he's got what, 2.5, 3 years, 2.5 years. That would be
basically got 2 years, man.
31 total games. Okay.
No, just 2 years because it's 16 games, and 16 and 16 is 32.
Okay. So, okay.
He ain't even into this year.
He's got in those years, he's got 130 solo, 2 sacks. Let's see. What's he got here?
10 tackles in one game in a season is 160. So you want me to understand that this guy nice and he got 130 something tackles out of 2 years?
He's getting like 4 or 5 tackles a game. He's getting like 4 or 5 tackles a game because fucking Warner's getting most of the tackles. Tackle-wise, Warner's the one who's averaging all of the solo tackles.
Yeah, okay.
That dude is averaging 10 plus.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make it better fucking.
Okay. I'm trying to tell you. 33%. 33%. And he don't want to admit it. The Niners got 33% of a linebacker core. That's it. That's all you got. And your argument earlier, you was talking about the D-line. You look like you said 25%. You said the only one productive is Bosa with 11 sacks. That's 25% out of 4 people. Like, I'm supposed to be sitting here saying that the Niners good. Like, I ain't hatred. You just gave me the stats. These boys is trash. Sorry. But I'm a hater.
I'm trying to make it seem better, and I can't. I just can't. I'm trying to see what happens when I try to be optimistic about the team. When I try to help them out, when I try to be optimistic instead of just saying, nope, they suck, they're not going to do anything this year. I go and try and find stats for them to make them look better, and it just fucking completely shits the bed. I'm just not going to do that.
I told you, all y'all got is Debo. Y'all in the Atlanta Falcons is the same team. Y'all, hey, I'm going to put that shit up. I'm going to put it up. The Niners and the Falcons. Y'all the same team. Y'all the same person. Spider-Man point for sure. Y'all the same person. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to try and find somebody who can make a better argument than I can right now. But
I feel
I know is this run we're either getting really lucky or we're starting to find the groove. But with Debo out,
that ends this week. Y'all ain't got Debo. That run that was just luck. That was lady luck.
Who do we
That's
got
like Atlanta losing Cordell Patterson. They ain't scoring.
Oh, hey, we got the Seahawks this week. The week we don't have Debo, we got the Seahawks.
Yeah, the same week we told you that Russell Wilson is gonna find his groove back from a broken hand surgery.
We're fucked. All right, before we get into the picks for this week's games, you guys already know the episode is brought to you by Raise Energy. You guys know where to get it. Repsports.com, reppsports.com. Use the promo code ALPHARAISE to get 15% off of your order. The holidays are coming up. The Black Friday deals are already done. Cyber Monday deals are already done. But the holidays are coming up, and they're about to bring back what seems like a few of the limited edition flavors that happened before, that they're going to bring them back. So we'll probably be on the lookout for the rainbow, for the white peach, for a couple of the other limited time, other than the Franken sour. Obviously, that's a Halloween type deal. But be on the lookout for everything, and be sure to get your Raise Energy today. Been with us since day one. We appreciate Raise being with us for this long, and hopefully we continue to grow as much as they've been growing. So again, repsports.com, Alpha Raise for 15% off your order. Demand more, join the rebellion, go get your Raise right now. So let's start down the list. What is going on this week? Week 13 of the NFL season. Thursday night football, the second Thursday night game in a row for the Dallas Cowboys versus the New Orleans Saints. in New Orleans with Taysom Hill getting a start for New Orleans this week. We already know where Matt Sticks is going to go. Cowboys, right? Or are you still pissed to the point where you're not going to pick the Cowboys, or are you still just going to pick the Cowboys?
Still picking the Cowboys. We got to bounce back this game. There's got to be a bounce. It got to be a bounce back. With no coaches, we got to bounce back.
Hold on, Josh. He talking to Alexa right now. He talking. Massic's talking to Alexa. He's trying to play juvenile. Hold on, let's let him get his juvenile request off. He said, "Alexa, play bounce back by juvenile." That's all I heard. If he think he better go to New Orleans and win some football, yeah, all right.
I'm still laughing at what he said earlier today, though. He'd rather lose to Taysom Hill than Trevor Siemian. And I should have taken a screenshot of the look on your face when you said
it. It was funny.
The look of, oh, okay. Remember when Kevin Hart was doing the whole I eat ass face? But
oh yeah,
yeah,
that's what it looked like for a split second.
We lost to Trevor. That's cool. We ain't lose to the sorry behind Chiefs defense and the Raiders back to back, so we good. At least the Saints got a good defense. You know what I'm saying? Like they top in the league. Like I'm cool with
5
that.
and 6.
Hey, look,
they have no offense. They haven't had Kamara in the last.
Ain't y'all about 5 and 6 or 6 and 5? Y'all somewhere up in there. Y'all like right around them.
6 and 5. 6 and 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got a winning record right now.
You gonna be 6-6. Don't trip. 500 when Russell get done with you. Then you gonna bite that too. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he got Russell. Then he got Burrow after that.
Bro, Joe Burrow finna dog y'all out. You about to just strap in. It's finna get a rough 2 weeks.
We gotta get through the Seattle Seahawks first in Seattle.
Y'all losing.
But I'm picking I'm picking the Saints.
Come on to the dark side. Come on to the dark side.
Go ahead.
Yes, Lord. They became the Saints once they put Taysom Hill in the lineup. Hey, look, I'm with Taysom Hill. Let's go. They the Saints again. Y'all the Aints and y'all got everybody else. Taysom, I'm with Taysom. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Taysom.
Next game on the list, we've got the New York Giants, who just came back from handily the Philadelphia Eagles. Still, once again, keeping the NFC East wide the fuck open because the Dallas Cowboys like to make it look close. But they're taking on the Miami Dolphins, who just got done absolutely spanking the Carolina Panthers. I got to thank the Miami Dolphins for giving me 22 points in fantasy this last week for their efforts. Appreciate that, guys. They're in Miami. Both teams coming off big wins. Both of them trying to keep their playoff hopes alive in their respective conferences. But in this case here, I think I'm going to go with Miami. Miami just based off the home field advantage, really. That's really the only thing I can pertain it to, because again, both teams' records are similar. Giants with 4-7, Miami with 5-7, and then both of them coming off good wins. The only thing that I can really give it to is Dolphins have a better defense than the Giants do, in my opinion, and they're at home, so I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Mad Sticks, who you got here?
I'm going to go with the big fish.
He's got to. He's got to root for the NFC East rivals to lose, right?
Hey, I was rooting for the Giants last week.
Man, it's because you have a deeper hatred for the Eagles.
I got a deeper hatred for any of them teams, but, you got to choose one. We had a dude that came in with an Eagle shirt on the day that came through my line. I'm like, I can't help you.
My wife is sitting next to me right now. As soon as I said that, I looked at her and she went. She gave you the bird. She gave you the bird.
Gave you the bird for the birds.
Who you got for this one? Okay.
Philly and
No, the Giants and the Dolphins.
Oh, Giants, Dolphins, shit. Oh man, I had went and grabbed water, so I kind of missed like the end of it. I'm gonna go Giants.
Giants. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Next one we got on the list, we got the Colts and the Texans. Colts coming off a game against the Bucks where they were winning and just could not hold on to it at the end. I don't expect them to have those types of woes against the Texans. I feel like this is a game where Jonathan Taylor can potentially go off for, over $150 and 2 tuds because the Texans defense just ass. But who did they beat this last week? They beat somebody. Who did they win against?
Texans play, but yeah, they did win this weekend.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Colts for sure. I mean, what do you guys got?
I'm gonna go the Colts to take. I'm gonna go the Colts.
And Kay obviously didn't give a shit. But if you had to pick, Kay, who you going with?
Jonathan Taylor.
Next game on the list. It is a divisional rivalry game. I don't know if you can call it a rivalry game, considering how shitty the Detroit Lions are. But it's the Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Vikings 5-6. Lions are 0-10-1. In Detroit, Minnesota just came off a loss to the Niners, which, again, they still put up a decent amount of points, so that's not really saying much. But they're not going to have Dalvin Cook this week. So the run game is going to suffer just a little bit, although Madison, in replacing Dalvin Cook towards the end of the game, did not do bad. And again, the Lions defense is just atrocious. So really anybody can do well against that team. But I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one. Okay, who you got? Yep, you got the Vikings. Got that?
No.
So are your picks going to be the backgrounds? That's going to be.
No,
I
got Detroit. I got Detroit.
You're picking Detroit.
Yeah, I don't know
why.
Where did you get that impression based on my background? That's the Jordan crying face.
I can't even.
Let's go. Where you get that impression? I'm picking.
I couldn't. From where I'm sitting, I couldn't see it. I just saw the Vikings.
Yeah, you can't tell that it's Jordan.
Yeah, they did a good job with that motherfucker, didn't they? Yeah.
Holy shit, they white-faced Jordan.
They did a good job with that motherfucker, didn't they? Yeah.
Oh my God, they really did that.
They did a damn good job. I don't think they white-faced. They just lighten them up. Like, not white face, but I mean, like, just brighten up the brightness. No, they just brighten up the brightness.
They gave him the Michael Jackson treatment.
Black as hell.
No, they didn't. They didn't change his pigment. They just turned up the brightness. Like how I am right here. I'm super fucking basically bright as shit. I didn't turn my pigmentation nowhere. I just turned up the brightness.
Yeah, but you don't look anywhere near like that.
Yeah,
that literally looks like the reverse effect of Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Nah, I'm telling you right
now. Literally the reverse effect.
Nah, you just need to see a bigger version of the picture.
Probably. But I mean, you going with Detroit. That's trap. I mean, trap game. Detroit's first win.
Yeah. Hell no.
I don't think so. Detroit sucks. Yeah. They suck so bad. I mean, hey, if Detroit comes out with a win, we can come back next show and you'll be like, "Yep, see, I told y'all so."
Detroit's chances of winning this game is like the chances of Tampa repeating this year. Slim to none.
I mean, when you put that stat up, I was just about to go, well, then if that's the case, I might pick the Lions.
Hey, Josh, I was just about to say that because I got one question for you, Josh. Who did the Bucks play on that Thursday night game week 1? And who did we beat?
We know.
The referee.
Just a question. Just a question. Oh, the referees got stars on their jersey now? Yeah. They got the chunky Campbell soup sponsor now. That's what's going on. Got you.
Uh,
Got you.
Next game on the list, you got the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York and Mad Sticks' New York Jets. I mean, obviously he's going to pick anybody other than the Eagles. Just the fact that it's the Jets is, I guess, the cherry on top for him. I would assume that Mad Sticks' pick is the Jets here.
The Jets can win too. Watch.
Wouldn't that be some shit? That would be hilarious to me, actually. That would be hilarious to me.
Shit, we won. The Jets won this weekend.
Would they play?
The
I don't know.
Jaguars.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think Jacksonville. Yeah.
Nobody care.
That's also true. Oh, yep. Like that picture. Mike White. Oh, it's the next Matt Flynn. He already is because nobody even talked about it anymore. Jeez, they're in New York.
Late November. Oh, actually, that's December now. I
mean, it's not like they don't get cold weather out in Philly.
Yeah.
It's a different type of weather than New York, to be honest.
But you got a rookie quarterback that just came from BYU. He had a different winter in Utah.
Also
He had
true.
a different winter in Utah. Jalen Hurts at least was in Philly 1 year.
I think I'm gonna go with.
Now you
Should I
better
go with
pick
the
Philly. Your
Eagles
wife
or the
sitting there,
Jets?
she about to smack you through the screen if you don't pick Philly.
I just
I'm
asked
waiting
her.
for
I
the
was like,
arm to reach across.
Boy.
I asked her. I was like, should I pick the Eagles or the Jets? And she just looked at me like, really?
We might be sitting on your bed, my boy. You better get right.
I was about to say, I'm like, I might need to get myself comfortable here.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, fluff them pillows extra fluffy and just get them going.
Okay, because I would like to sleep in my own bed tonight, I'm gonna pick.
There you go, smart man, the smart man.
I'm learning the married life very quickly.
You're doing my wife a Niner fan. I ain't never rooting for them fools, so I'll sleep on my sofa bed in the garage. I ain't tripping.
Yeah. Hey, because I ain't got no fear in my heart. I'm still gonna pick Philly though.
Okay.
I'm still gonna pick Philly for the simple fact of, like I just saying, Jalen Hurts has played a year already and they're on the roll. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they had a bad loss, but that wasn't on Hurts, though. That was all on Rieger, literally dropping both of the touchdown passes.
Like I said, they on the roll.
That could have won them the game. Yeah.
They on a roll right now. So
yeah.
Jalen Hurts playing well. So Philly able to, you know what I mean, actually do something.
Let's run through these real quick. We've got, because we got a little bit of time with Matt Slick still on. We've got the Cardinals versus the Bears. I think D-Hop is still out. I don't know about Kyler. I don't know if he's still going to be out for this one. It might be like that game time decision type of thing. Cliff Kingsbury's already been rumored to be going to Oklahoma, and he's not denying it at all, which doesn't make any sense to me why he would even want to leave Arizona professional job, especially when the team is doing this well. I don't see why you wouldn't want to just stay with the team, but I mean, it is what it is. But they're playing against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Andy Dalton's back, right? He's playing.
Yeah, he played well last week. But they beat Detroit, so that's neither here nor there.
That is also true.
And you think D-Hop and them still hurt, or they just sit down? I mean, they're still winning, so why was the point of even putting them in the play?
Oh, I was going to say that too. I'm like, if they're still winning, then, I mean, shit, give them another week to rest up. They're 9-2 right now. They got a game or two to burn. They're well ahead in at least the NFC West standings. So, I mean, if I'm them, I would probably still keep Colt McCoy in there. Let Murray sit out one more week, but again, that's what we would do. That's not what they would do. We'll see what ends up happening with them. But if Kyler Murray and D-Hop do play, Cardinals for sure. If they don't play, part of me wants to pick the Bears, but then another part of me knows that the Cardinals defense is actually legit and the Bears offensive line is dog shit. So I think regardless, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here. Matt,
Yeah,
who we got?
I'm gonna go to the Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually the polar opposite. I feel like a Colt McCoy win, the Bears gonna win because you keep forgetting the Bears defensive line is amazing and Colt McCoy is skittish.
They do not have Khalil Mack anymore. Remember that.
That's right.
He's done for the season as well.
Let's just go back to Cardinals because I really forgot about that.
He's like, shit, I forgot Khalil was out. Never mind. All right, clean sweep for the Cardinals. Next one on the list, the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. You got Justin Herbert and you got Joe Burrow, both who came out of the same draft class going up against each other. Bengals 7-4. They're in Cincinnati against the LA Chargers. They're 6-5. But a lot of the Chargers' losses have been very close. So I feel like they're a little bit better than their record says they are. But in this case here, been looking at it, Bengals defense has been struggling a little bit, but this is going to be a shootout for sure. I feel like the final score of this game might end up being like a 34-31 type of game. And I think if it's going to be a shootout to the end, if there's one quarterback who has shown that he can be a good, guy to come back and get a win, it's been Justin Herbert. So I'm just going to roll the dice. I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I think I'm going to go with the Chargers. Matt, who you got?
Going with Cincinnati this weekend, next week.
We'll talk about that next. Coach K, who you got? Come on, we got to make these picks for Matt 6 before you guys go.
Hey, I feel you because I'm with him on this 100%. I'm 100% with him because Joe Burrow.
Anyway, Bucks versus the Falcons. Yeah, fuck. I mean, Mad 6 is going to choose the fucking Falcons just out of spite.
Just spite alone.
Just only spite alone.
It's the Bucks and who?
The Falcons. Go ahead. Make it coughing.
He didn't even want to do it. He doesn't even want to do it right now. He said the spite, it's not that big.
That's why I put that background up. Like you might as well. I'm
gonna go with the Bucks on this one, only because they playing who they playing.
Yeah.
Clean sweep for the Bucks on this
only because. If it was any other team, so I probably would have picked the Niners over the Bucks if it was the Niners.
Hey, yo, that would hurt. You go, hold on, what? You pick the Niners over the Bucks? Wow.
More than I would pick Atlanta.
Wow. Your hatred ain't that deep then. Your hatred for the Niners ain't that deep.
I know, I still hate the Niners. I'm just saying. But like Atlanta, they didn't got no chance in hell. I'm like, at least the Niners, the Niners might score a touchdown, but I think they finna shut fucking
Atlanta.
They finna shut them out. Yeah.
Next one, we got the Jaguars versus the Rams in Los Angeles. God, the Jags have just been so bad. Like 2-9.
The Rams ain't been that great.
You're right. These last 3 weeks, they haven't been that great either. I mean, so
I'm gonna go with the Jags.
This is tough as fuck.
It is. It is. It actually is. Unnecessarily tough. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with the Jags. Something's gonna happen. I just know it. Something's gonna happen. Yep. Who you got here, Ted?
So I guess I'm making a sensible pick. I'm going with the Rams. That's why I'm putting this background. Like, what is
Just
y'all
sensitive.
on over here? What did y'all got going?
Yeah, Hasbula looking at us like, y'all idiots.
Like, hold on, bro. Like, what's going on?
Next game on the list, Washington football team versus the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. I'm going with Washington because, I'll never pick the Raiders. Okay, who you got?
Yeah. Hold on. You said Washington and who?
Las Vegas.
Damn. As bad as I want to say Raiders, I'm going to go with the football team and Taylor Heineke.
Yep. Who you got? Matt Stitch.
Oh, shit.
You can't pick the Raiders because they just got done beating you. But you can't pick Washington because that's a division rival.
Clutch.
Ooh.
22. This one hurts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick the Raiders because I ain't rolling with Washington.
You have a different kind of respect for your division rivals than I do. That's for sure. That's for sure. I actually give a little bit of love if it's necessary to a team that's NFC West. It doesn't matter who fuck it is.
Nope.
I'm not going for either of them. Next one on the list, we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's fucking dead. They're done. There's nothing about this team that says that they're going to be relevant at all for the rest of this season. I think the Baltimore is going to go in there and just beat the dog shit out of Pittsburgh because Lamar's not going to have another 4-pick game. That's just not going to happen again. He knows he's got to be better. He's said it himself. So I feel like he's going to come back with a vengeance against the Steelers and just put an ass whooping on them. So I'm going with Baltimore for sure.
Ron got covered?
He's not playing tonight.
Oh, okay.
They're playing Kings tonight, right?
Yeah.
Didn't the Kings smoke him last time? Not smoke him.
LeBron did get COVID.
Yeah. So I guess they're playing the Kings tonight. So I guess he ain't playing tonight.
Brown got that Coco 19. No.
Yep. They didn't say it outright, but they said he went into health and safety protocols.
Yeah.
So that means.
Yeah.
He got the Coco 19.
But
Cooper ain't playing. Cooper ain't playing Thursday either.
Let me run this real quick, run message before he has to get in. So Ravens or Steelers?
Ravens for me.
Okay, and then Niners or Seahawks?
Seahawks.
Yep. Denver or the Chiefs?
Denver.
New England or Buffalo?
New England.
Okay. Well, Aztecs has sealed his fate. So he's either going to be coming back really happy. Man, next episode, he's going to be really pissed off again. So we'll see.
But if we lose Thursday, I'm not showing up the next episode. I'm putting y'all on notice.
Yeah, because it's going to be hell to pay.
And I don't even get to see the game because I got a DJ Thursday night, so I'm not gonna even get to see the game.
Oh man,
Glorious.
We'll keep you updated.
Nope. I ain't answering the phone.
He's gonna do his whole set in happiness and worry at the same time. He's gonna be worried to back his mind.
That's why I can't watch it. If I see the score and get mad, my set gonna be jacked up. It's gonna throw me off. So it's like I don't even want to know the score.
Gonna text it to you anyway, being like, "Ha, send."
All right.
Send.
Don't do that.
Send.
No.
That's gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be hilarious. Oh man. All right. Well, then I'm going with the Ravens. Kay, who you got real quick? Ravens.
Yeah, I call Ravens already.
You got the Seahawks for sure. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Denver over Kansas City.
No, I'm going to pat my homeboy.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Denver on that one. New England and Buffalo.
Mac and cheese.
I hate to say it, but I think the Patriots are gonna win this game. That's for sure.
Would it be something with the Patriots win the Super Bowl this year?
Man, y'all drunk as
fuck.
fuck.
Man, why do you gotta say some shit like that? Why do you gotta
That's
say
where
some
you
shit like
went
that?
too
We already
far.
had to deal with it. We already had to deal with that for fucking 20
Way
years.
too
For 20 years, we had to deal with that shit. Now you're gonna bring that
far.
Hey,
back up.
wouldn't
Hey, don't bring that
it
evil
just
on
be
me,
some?
Ricky
Hey,
Bobby.
I wouldn't even care
How
because
was the second
it's a different
consideration?
Patriots team.
Ugh.
Why
It's
would
gonna
this
turn
even
into the
be a
same Patriots
consideration?
team. We're gonna hate mac and cheese just as much as we hate fucking Tom Brady. That
Hey,
Why is this
nah.
even a consideration? They don't
Hey,
have that team.
any
I
given
know they
Sunday
don't. I'm
possible.
just saying. I'm just saying. There's always that fear that the Patriots are gonna be good.
That's
Nobody
just
wants the
y'all
Patriots to be
feeling.
good right now.
Hell no.
I'm
No.
not trying to have the Patriots good for another 10,
All
12
it takes
years.
is Tom Brady to get hurt. Then what y'all gonna do?
we got Kyle Trask and needless to say, Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, we're gonna end it on
Okay,
that.
I was wondering who you guys backup was. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert is the backup, and then Kyle Trask third string. But I mean, at the same time, Blaine Gabbert is better than Jimmy G and fucking what's the name he got?
Now
And
you're
he
just
better than
talking shit.
what's the name? Y'all backup. He ain't better than Dak, but he better than y'all backup. Cooper Rush.
Rush, he's better than Rush. I
Right.
think Rush is. I think Rush is better.
Better than Blaine Gabbert under
Yes.
Tom Brady's tutelage, man. Y'all tripping like a motherfucker.
Yep. I think a lot of teams or a lot of players are actually better than Blaine Gabbert.
Nah, Blaine Gabbert on the Niners, yeah, he better than that version. Because the Niners was sorry as fuck. What was you expecting this man to do? Create magic?
Yeah, I never thought he should have been on the team anyway. To be honest, I didn't think he was any
understand.
good over there in Jacksonville.
I don't understand
Before he
some of
came
these
up.
years how y'all was even trying to come out to compete some of these games. All right, man. Look, y'all ain't have no roster to compete with nobody, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will be back again this Sunday for Sunday night football and everything else
Maybe.
like that. Maybe. Well, Matchsticks, maybe. At least me and Country K will be on.
He ain't coming. Hey, he not coming, y'all. I'm just tell you, he ain't gonna be there. My boy Taysom Hill to the rescue. You saw how he was standing? He looked like a whole superhero out here.
You have to be there though. It's the 100th episode. You gotta be there. I think we're even talking to Coach Zoe that day.
I'm on vacation for the next. If we lose Thursday, I'm on vacation to the end of the season.
Taysom Hill standing here like a fucking superhero. He finna go on out there. He finna go on out there.
Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Episode 99. The next episode we come to you guys will be episode 100. Big milestone for the show. Been 100 hilarious and memorable episodes from a lot of the people that we've talked to a lot of the conversations that we've had. It's been really fun doing this week in and week out with you guys, hanging out with each other, talking a bunch of shit back and forth as much as you guys see every week. But again, 100 episodes, that's a big deal for any show. And for us, that's just as big a deal as anything else. So we appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. We can't wait to see you guys for the 100th episode. We're trying to get Coach Zoe on there. Last time I talked to him, he said he was all full go for the 100th episode. So we'll see what happens there. But either way, 100th episode, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a good time. You guys need to be with us, join us. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff that we got coming up and the plans for the future. So again, see you guys on Sunday. For myself, JP, for Country K, and for DJ Matt Sticks, we will see you